Hi there, it's Ashley here with this week's episode of Stamp Create Repeat. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this cute little Christmas card. It's super easy to put together and it is actually interactive. If you kind of tilt it back and forth, the little ornament there is going to go back and forth, which I just think is so precious. I don't know about you guys, but for Christmas, I have a lot of Christmas cards to make. So I like to make Christmas cards that are cute and simple, and I can do multiple ones at once. This would be a great one to cut all the pieces out for, and you could sit and assemble a whole bunch of them and have a whole bunch of cards done at once. So I'm going to start out by showing you the products I used. I used the Your Next Stamp Black Olive ink. I also use the Your Next Stamp wire snips. I use the new Your Next Stamp gumdrops. This is the holiday vintage set. These are nice and glossy. I love the colors for Christmas. And I also use this set. This is the Hammy Holiday Fun. I'm absolutely in love with this little Hammy. He is precious peeking out of that little ornament there. And then I also use the coordinating dies that you can purchase separate. For that cute little branch die, I use this new die here. This is the pine tree branch, and it is so intricate and pretty. I just love it, and it's perfect to wrap a little bit of twine around, and you can have a little ornament hanging from it or any type of little decoration. I also use the Your Next Stamp Stitch Rectangle die set. I use the largest one. And then I use the Your Next Stamp Holiday Joy 6x6 paper pad. It has so many pretty Christmas papers in there, and I love how there's also some polka dots so you can layer it up really nicely. And so I just use this Christmas stripe one for the background. So that's everything that I used for my card. So I'm going to start with the process video. I have linked all the products below in the description box. So if you want to purchase any of those, they're all in stock over at the Your Next Stamp store. So let's get started. First off, I'm just taking a piece of white cardstock and I am die cutting out that largest size stitch rectangle. Then I'm taking the pine tree branch and I'm just putting it on some green cardstock. It would be really, really pretty cut out on some glitter as well. And then I'm just going to take this Hammy Holiday Fun stamp set and I'm stamping out the little ornament with the little hammy peeking out. And then also that little bow. Now I'm going to use my Copic markers to color these up. So to start out with, I'm using E13, E11, and E00 for the light parts of that little hamster. Then for the darker portions, I'm using E18, E15, E13 for the rest of it. And there's actually also a little Santa hat on this stamp set, and you could put the little Santa hat on him and it would look so cute. Then I just used some R20 for the little cheeks. And I'm just using C4 and C2 for the top part of the ornament there. For the inside of the ornament, I'm using R39, R27, and R14. And then for the outside here, I'm using the same color combo. I'm starting again with R39, R27, and then R14. And I just loved coloring this up. It's so cute. You could color these up in all sorts of different colors. I think this little hammy is just the most precious thing. I'm totally in love with this stamp set. It has a really nice combination of Christmas elements on it, but then there's also a cute little train with a hamster in it, which can be for like birthday. So you really get a good bang for your buck with this set. And then I just did the little bow in G07 and YG13. Then I'm just going to take the black jelly pen for his little eyes and nose. It just makes it have a nice pop. And then I took the white jelly pen to add 3 little dots on the cheek. And then I also just added in a little bit of accent there with the white jelly pen. Now I'm just going to take the coordinating dies and trim those off with my Your Next Stamp wire snips. And now I'm just going to take some Post-it note tape to hold them in place while I run them through my die cutting machine. And this makes Christmas cards so easy when you have the die cutting machine to cut them all out nicely for you. So stinking cute. So I have everything I need to put my card together. I'm going to use an A2 sized card base, and I'm just taking the Holiday Joy paper that I pulled out from that pack, and I'm just holding it up and I'm just cutting it there so that that will be the backing. I'm using my ATG gun to adhere that on, and then I'm going to adhere on that largest size of the stitch rectangle. And I love how the little Christmas pop comes out from behind there. So now I'm going to take that cute little pine tree branch, and you could put this so many different ways on there. I'm in love with it. And I'm using one of the sentiments that came from this Hammy Holiday Fun stamp set as well. And I'm just kind of setting everything on there so I can see where I want the sentiment. I decided it would go really nicely there at the bottom, so I'm just going to add that on now before I glue any of my parts down. And it says, a warm and friendly wish for a very happy holiday, which is super cute because you've got that cute little warm and friendly guy there. So I'm taking some red twine and I'm just wrapping it around the little pine branch here, and I actually add a little bow, and it looks so cute. I don't know what I was thinking when I did the process video. I ended up taking the bow away, and now watching back the process video, I wish I kept the bow. It's so cute, but that's okay. You guys could add the bow or not add the bow. I'll probably make more of these for Christmas cards, so I think the rest that I make will have the little bow on it. I think that's just so cute there. And you could have it closer up or hanging lower with the twine. So what I did was I added some ATG tape behind there and tucked around the twine and then pulled it straight up so that it hangs. And then I can adhere on the rest of the twine to the branch. I also had that little bow to add on after. So I ended up taking the bow as I set off here, and it's totally up to you if you want to include it. I just wrapped around the little bit of twine there, and I just added a little bit of ATG tape on the back just to keep it held down. And for adhering down that pine tree branch, you could use some glue, like a glue stick, but I'm actually going to use this Quickie glue pen. I love this pen. It is awesome for adding on really tiny bits of glue and you don't get it all over your fingers. It's just like a pen. Wherever you write with this little pen, that's where the glue goes. And it's not like it's going to ooze out. It just adds a nice bit of stickiness. And since it's so delicate of a die, it just is perfect. So then I just hold it down and adhere that on. And you can see it really just holds like instantly. It's totally up to you if you want your little ornament to swing back and forth. I think that makes the card interactive and super cute, but if you want it to stay in place, you could just add a little bit of adhesive to the back of the ornament there and it will stay where you want it. And now I'm going to take some of these holiday vintage gumdrops and add them on, and I leave this part in. I kind of play around with it and show a few different ways you could do it. This way I showed you added the 2 green and then yellow. Then I decided I was going to kind of balance it at the top and bottom, so I added some green and red. And then I did the same thing at the top. I love the Your Next Stamp gumdrops. They just really add so much to the card. You can see without it, and then when you add it, it really just makes the card pop, and you get so much on there and all the different sizes. And if you're going to be making Christmas cards, I really recommend it because it really does just add some really nice dimension to your card. It just makes it pop. So then I put the gumdrops like that, which also looked cute, but then I really decided that I wanted some at the top and some at the bottom. So this is how I ended up putting them, and I think it looks awesome. So thank you guys, as always, so much for watching. If you have a minute, I would love if you left a comment. Please head over to the Your Next Stamp YouTube channel and subscribe, and I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye now.